So there's that big old thing. I don't know if you guys know, but the Sony X900H was supposed to be their PS5 ready 4K 120 hertz gaming TV. Well, there's a lot of misconfusion, miscommunication and confusion about Sony dropping variable refresh rate support. And now we found out in like about a couple hours ago that they are not dropping that support. So it was like they had dropped it from the American support page, but in all the countries in the rest of the world, it was okay. Oh, here's the man. Hey, dude, did you have to replace your gloves? Did it get too dirty after the last one?
It was a long restroom break, and I had to really quick update all the what's it called? The X900H VRR information. Yeah,
that's exactly what we're talking about. Lawrence Anderson, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it. He says he replaced my 900H from a Nano 90 from Best Buy after the VRR fiasco. Is the 900H getting it? Yes, it is. Yes,
we don't know when, but it is.
When back when I was a kid.
I love that was a long time ago.
I know. I'm like a freaking dinosaur, right? With a buzz cut. Small.
You look like a little boy, Chana.
No, that's when I shave. When I shave, my wife hates it. If I shave off like all this,
right? Yeah.
She's like, you look like a weird little boy.
She's like, who are you,
thanks,
man?
babe. But the whole thing about like when I used to buy a TV, it was done. That was it, right? And it had that sticker on it. It's a Sony, I'm like, okay, I made a good decision here. Now it's just like, well, you might get it. You might have to wait like 6 to 7 months to get it, right? So I think it's kind of messed up. What do you guys think? Basically promising features with a firmware update. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's kind of booty, man. They just need to get it right before they ship it out. It's frustrating when manufacturers do that, whether it's a TV, whether it's an AVR, whether it's a processor or whatever, and they just don't have it ready. But then they,
Well, the biggest confusion on this one, talking about the Sony X900H, is, and this is the crazy part, when people called Sony USA support, they were told on chat, no, it's not coming. It's been canceled. Like literally hundreds of times, right? The message on the Sony USA, both on the site and by their live chat support, was it's not there. It's done. It's canceled. You're not getting it, right? And so when we spoke to Robert Zone earlier, just get you guys caught up, he spoke to Sony headquarters and like, yeah, there was a miscommunication between the support side and the engineers, because when the engineers said, oh, we need more time, they took it as, oh, it's not coming, or something like that. We don't know, right? So who knows where the misinterpretation was. But at the end of the day, it was so thoroughly done because support is given their script, and the script all said the same thing. So it's consistent with the actual website message, and that's part of the problem. It's not only that it's planned for a future update at some point, but your messaging is all over the place.
Well, just to be clear here, for the folks who are just starting off watching this, you, FOMO, and Chana, you guys have been streaming for the past, hour?
Oh, yeah.
On FOMO's channel. So today is the start of CES, right? And first of all, what did you think of CES so far, this online virtual thing, FOMO? What is your opinion of it?
Okay, so I like it in the sense that I don't have to sit through a live presentation where you have to sit through 45 minutes to get the 5 minutes you want. So what I do is I don't catch anything live. I let it run through, then I go back and I just fast forward to where I know I want, right? I don't want the AI air conditioning. I don't want the AI toaster. Oh my gosh, everything was AI. They had this weird robot at Samsung, right? And you get to fast forward to what you want to see. And like TCL, more than half of it was about their smartphones, smart home, smart refrigerators.
Just a little bit of time on their TVs.
Yeah, literally the last 5 minutes, because they know that's what you're waiting for, right? And so with this, I'm able to just let it run. I jump in at noon and I catch everything. So I kind of like
about the interactivity though. I was expecting more like an interactive kind of like, they had like about 50,000 attendees, something like that. From what I saw there, 60,000. I felt like I was alone though. Like I didn't feel like there were 60,000 people there with me.
Right.
I just felt like a guy watching a video. And I was hoping that
like
they'd
a
do
guy watching a
a guy watching a
on
video.
my screen.
A guy watching a guy. Guy watching an Asian guy.
Oh, wait. We have a question here. Why do I think 10% who bought the X900H know what VRR is? So it's not just the VRR. So, and I think it's even less than 10%, which is most consumers don't realize that when you have a budget, and I'm going to call the X900H a quote unquote budget TV, when you get a TV in the $1,000 range or below, you are opening up a huge market of buyers. So when Sony markets it, you're going to have gamers, obviously, but you have a whole bunch of people that walk in and say, what can I afford? Well, what's the best Sony you have that I can afford? They go, what's your budget? $1,000. They just, there it is.
That's Joe.
That's what
That's
you get.
Joe. Joe's like, but this one's 400.
Exactly. And they know they don't have to say, they don't even have to mention VRR. It's a Sony. I can afford it. It looks great. Does it play a Blu-ray? Do I get Netflix? And you walk out the door. So for every 10 of those, you have one of me or of Chana who, with a PlayStation. Hey, does it have VRR? Most of the salespeople can't even answer that question.
I don't know.
They're like, let me look this up. Like, what? How do you spell VRR again? Is that with 2 V's or what? And so Costco sells a whole bunch of these things, and you see the people coming out, carrying them out, right? They're just family women who they sell them by the thousands. This is their mass market. So we are in like an echo chamber. When we talk about VRR, I mean, if you go to an LG forum, right, and they have their separate gaming discussion, they go into the woods about 444, subchroma, 10-bit or 12-bit or 40. I mean, they have questions that no one can answer except an LG engineer. And that's such a small percentage of the mass market that don't even care. Yeah. And Twitter's the same thing, right? Twitter has thousands of people are talking about it, but how many millions actually buy the TV? They move it in millions, hundreds of thousands. So that's probably why also Sony's a little bit, they're used to mass market messaging, not niche market messaging.
Yeah. Very specific. Very, very specific.